What is EKS? EKS or Elastic Kubernetes Service. It is a fully managed service for launching Kubernetes cluster on AWS. Think of Docker as your beginner level container management system, while your Kubernetes a lot advanced container management orchestration service. So if you have some containers, few containers, so let's say for example, to have easier understanding, you manage in a small scale Docker, in a large scale you use EKS or Kubernetes basically. So Kubernetes, it is an open source for service for orchestrating container deployment, scaling and management. It aims to have same goals as ECS but uses Kubernetes APIs. How to deploy it? Again, it supports both EC2 instances where you manage everything, while you can have Fargate for serverless container deployment. So it's just like ECS, you have two ways of deploying your containers, managing your containers using either EC2 instances or Fargate. Use case, it is very ideal if your organization already uses Kubernetes on-premise or in other cloud and you want to use it in AWS. So if you have Kubernetes or you are using Kubernetes in your on-premise or in the cloud or in some other clouds and you want to use that benefit to your AWS, you can use EKS. It has multi-region architecture where you can deploy one EKS cluster per region for high availability and disaster recovery. You can have CloudWatch Container Insights for monitoring and connecting logs and metrics. For example, choose EKS for cloud-agnostic Kubernetes based deployment, especially when migrating from another cloud or in on-premise infrastructure. So you can have, as you have talked before, each ASIC has their own EKS, so that all of them are in auto scaling mode. They have their own load balancer and everything, so that this is the kind of thing that you can expect in EKS. As you can see, lots of containers are being managed in EKS. So let's talk about EKS node types. So basically, node types are for your EC2s. Why? EC2, basically your node is your EC2, where you have two types, managed node groups and self-managed nodes. With managed node groups, EKS creates and manages EC2 nodes automatically for the cluster. These nodes are part of an auto-scaling group managed by EKS, where it supports both on-demand and spot instances. We have already talked about on-demand and spot instances. While self-managed, nodes are created and registered to the EKS cluster by the user, where they are then managed by your user-owned ASG. So you'll have self-managed. In self-managed, you will have to do management more by yourself, while in managed node groups, most management will be done by EKS. So for self-managed, support for pre-built EKS optimized AMIs, also on-demand and spot instances are also supported here. While Fargate, there is no maintenance or node management required. Why? Because there are no servers. AWS itself manages the compute resources automatically. So if, for example, choose managed node groups for automation, self-managed nodes for more control, and Fargate for truly serverless Kubernetes workload.